Welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to create the ice photo manipulation. So let's go ahead and take a look at our stock images. As you can see, we have the main image, the background, and for the blue eyes I use a screenshot from the Game of Thrones, the White Walker. And for the frost on the hat, the face, the shirt, I use this. And also for the face, the texture, you can see a little bit of the texture around the face right here. I use this ice texture. So if you want to download all these images and follow along, all you have to do is just go to my website. Just go to noiseworks.com and just click on free PSD. Just enter your name and email and click on download. It will take you to a page where you can download all the stock images, or you can check your email. So let's go ahead and take a look at our layers. I'm going to show you the breakdown of all the layers I use. As you can see, this is the adjustment, the snow. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to add here. When you download the stock images, you have the snow stock photo in here. All right, so that's snow, and you see the ice frost, and then the face texture, the eyes, the main image, and then the background. So this is the original photo. I added some topaz detail and topaz clean. So let's take a look at everything. So that's how it looks like. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we want to do is prepare the main image and crop it out. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, I'm going to close this. And let's go ahead and open our main image. Alright, for the main image, I already did some adjustment to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to default. And this is the default setting. As you can see, the blue, that's where there's no details in the shadow. So to fix that, all you have to do is bring up the slider on the blacks. And for the recovery, it will recover the details in the highlights. So I like to just slide it to the right. And contrast, just bring that all the way down. Brightness, let's bring it up a little bit. Or actually up to like 120. That looks good. Just click open object. Now what I'm gonna do is for this tutorial, I'm gonna go ahead and rasterize the smart object. This is a smart object because you could double click it and you go back to the editor in the camera raw and you get edited again. I'm gonna click cancel, but just for this tutorial I'm gonna go ahead and just rasterize it, because once you do that, it's not a smart layer no more, so you can't go back and edit. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue with the tutorial. And for this, I'm just going to go ahead and change the image size to the width to 1200. Do that, go image size. Shortcut will be Command Alt I. And I think for Windows it will be Control Option I. So I'm going to change that to 1200. And this is the size that we're going to be working in. I'm going to go ahead and select the crop tool. I'm just crop it a little bit up to the chest. Alright, that looks good. Now before we continue, go ahead and just save this. Hit Command S. And I'm going to save it on my desktop. Just name this tutorial Ice Manipulation Tutorial. Alright, so make sure you save yours. And let's rename this original. And let's make a copy. You can right click, duplicate layer. Shortcut would be Command J, Control J for Windows. And I'm gonna name this detail and clean. Because what I'm gonna do with this layer is I'm gonna add some topaz detail and topaz clean. I'm gonna disable this. We don't need the original. I like to keep the original just in case I need to come back and use it again, just in case I mess up on this one. Alright, so let's go to, so let's say if you don't have topaz, what you can do is go to filter, sharpen, unsharp mask, and what this does is add a sharpness like the topaz detail, but I still prefer topaz detail over the unsharp mask. And for this, I'm gonna bring it all the way down. Let's bring the amount to 40 and radius up. Actually, just bring the amount, say about 100, and radius about 7.8. So that should be good. And click OK. And the reason why I like using detail versus the unsharp mask is on the unsharp mask, as you can see right here on the edges, it leaves like dark halos. So if you go around, you can see the dark halos. So to show you what I'm talking about, I'm gonna duplicate this. Let's name this unsharp mask, and I'm gonna name this detail and clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to filter. So if you have detail, just go to detail, topaz detail. And the preset that I like to use is the interior strong detail. And if you don't have the, I'm not sure which version you have. I have detail 2. If you have 3 or the older version, what you can do if you don't have the preset is just copy the setting on the right. So all you have to do is copy the small detail, so 0.67, 0.01, 0.54, 0.05, and large detail 1, large boost 0.01, and then everything else should just stay the same. So once you copy the setting on the right, and if you don't want to do it again, just go over here, click save, and what that does is it will save the preset. I'm gonna click cancel, and since we want interior strong detail, I'm gonna click OK. Alright, so let's look at the difference. As you can see, when you zoom in, you can see the halo that I'm talking about. So that's the unsharp masks, and that's the detail clean or topaz detail. Alright, looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete the unsharp mask layer. I'm not gonna use that one. I'm gonna use the detail and clean. Alright, so to crop this out, what I like to use is the pen tool. I use the pen tool about 90% of the time. The other time I use the topaz remask, and I use topaz remask just for like fur, hair, like trees, anything that's hard to mask out with the pen tool. I use a remask, but for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and use the pen tool. So you can go here, click on the pen tool. Shortcut will be letter P. So let's zoom in. And if you haven't worked with the pen tool before, it's gonna be kind of difficult to get used to it. I remember the first time when I started using it, it was kind of tricky to get used to. But once you get used to it, you know, cropping and everything else can be easy. So let's go ahead and work with the pen tool. You want to make your first point. I'm gonna make a point here. So basically, what the pen tool is, you're creating point, and you have anchors. So what I mean is, so let's create a second one. You can see you have the anchor that I'm holding right here, and then the other anchor on the other end. So the whole purpose is try to match up the line. Right now I'm just let it go. So try to match up the line right here to the line of wherever you trying to crop out. So as you can see, that match, so that's good. So let's go ahead and create another point. For this one, I'm just click on it. That looks good. And I'm gonna use, right now I'm gonna hold the space bar and drag it. And once you let go of the space bar, it'll go back to the pen tool. So again, space bar, drag. Once you let go of the space bar, it go back to the pen tool. So that's a little trick. Now let's go ahead and create another point. And this one I'm gonna drag it up just a little bit and let it go. Right here I'm gonna drag it this way so it match. And before I let this anchor point go, I'm gonna hold Alt and I'll bring this one in just a little bit. Create a point there. And if you want to edit this, if you want to go back, just hold Alt and you can drag it. So the idea is pretty easy, but you just gotta practice and get used to it. So I'm gonna create a point there, point there. So what I'm doing now, I'm just go ahead and go my regular speed just to show you how quick and easy it is to use the pen tool once you get used to it. Again, right here, if you want to go back and edit, you hold the instead of holding Alt, you hold Command or Control for Windows. So holding Command will edit the whole point instead of using Alt and editing just one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just continue. And also, I'm using a tablet, so it's much easier for me. If you're using a mouse, it's gonna be more difficult, and especially if it's your first time using the pen tool. And also to mention, the tablet that I'm using is a Wacom Intuos 4, the medium size. I chose the medium size because I got a dual monitor. If I had one monitor, then I would just got the Intuos 4, the small. Alright, so forgot to show you the last step. So once you go to the first point where we started, the circle is gonna show up. Just click on that, close it out. Alright, that looks good. So now let's right click, make selection, feather at 0, click OK. I'm gonna hit Command J to make a copy. And as you can see, made a copy. I'm gonna save that. And I'm gonna group this. So you could right click. Actually, you click on that, you could click on the folder, put into a folder. I call it group. Shortcut will be Command G. And for Windows will be Control G. Let's rename this main. Save that. Alright, everything looks good. Now let's go ahead and start compositing and start bringing in our background and also the adjustment layer. We're going to do that. So next will be adding the background and doing the adjustment layers. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, let's go to our stock images and let's open up the background. Let's right click, duplicate layer, bring it into our main PSD, click OK, close this, and just drag this underneath the main folder. And let's group this, shortcut Command G, rename this BG for background. Let's zoom out. So let's click on the background, hit Command T, and let's go to the corner. Make sure you hold Shift and Alt, and let's bring it in. Say about to right there. So if you want the exact percentage, will be 45.92 by 45.92. And for that, you can type that in. Say enter, apply it. Alright, so let's bring it down just a little bit. Also, if you can see see how it snapped to the edge. To do that, or to activate it, go to View, Snap to, and then make sure all this is selected, and Show. On Show, make sure the Smart Guide is what is it? It's selected. So make sure that Snap to all this selected, and you'll get that effect. Alright, looks good. Alright, so let's make a copy. I'm gonna rename this master just in case we need to come back and use it again if we mess up on this one. Because for this one, what we can do is add a Gaussian blur. I'm gonna rename this Gaussian. So let's go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. So about 2.6 pixel. Click OK. Save that. Alright, so let's go to our stock image. And let's open up the snow. Again, right click, bring it into our main PSD. Click OK. Close this. And this one, we can bring it above the main image. Let's change the blending mode to screen. Zoom out. Hit Command T. Again, hold Shift, Alt, drag it from the corner, and as you can see, there's a snowflake on the eye. So to fix that, you could right click and flip vertical. Alright, that looks better. I'm gonna hit enter, or actually, let's hit Command T, right click, flip horizontal. Alright, so the only thing that I will fix is this snowflake, the one right there by the eye. So to do that, let's go to the spot healing. So change it to normal. Change it back to screen. Alright, that looks good. And let's create a new group, or actually let's group this. Name that adjustment. And let's create a new layer. And let's go over here. Type in 127, 127, 127. And you can fill that in. Shortcut will be Alt Delete. But you could also go here to the paint bucket. Fill in like that. I like using shortcut. It's easier, much faster. So let's go to Filter, Noise, add noise. Let's add about 10%. Click OK. And let's change it to Soft Light. The whole reason why I like to add this this gray noise layer is it just blend everything in. As you see, the background is kind of looks too smooth when it compared to the main image. So just adding noise to the background and the overall image, it just blended in better. So next adjustment, let's go down here, add color balance, and make sure mid-tone selected. Let's bring it slider all the way to the left, to the cyan, all the way to the right, to the blue. And change the opacity say about 46. That looks good. Let's go down to our background. Let's make a copy of the Gaussian. Bring this above the noise and let's rename the snow. And for this one, let's go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and this time we're just gonna bring it all the way up until we get something like that. Change the blending mode to Soft Light. and just give it a more easier blend on the overall image. Save that. That looks good. Alright, so we added our background, our adjustment. Now let's start editing the main image. So let's rename this master, duplicate that, disable that, and I'm just leave it for now. I'm not going to rename it. And the next thing I like to do again will be to add interior strong. As you can see, I got all these actions, so pre-made actions. So if you want to do that, so let's say you want to create a new action. So let's go down here. Let's make sure that's selected. Go down here, click on new, and I'm gonna do interior strong action test. So I'm just do it for this tutorial. So I'm gonna click record. Now once you click record, what it's gonna do is record all the filters and all the edits that you do to the layer. So let's click record. Let's go to filter, topaz, detail, interior strong. Click OK. And now let's click stop recording. As you see, this is the one that we just created. So I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna duplicate the master. Alright, so this is the action that we created. So instead of going to filter, topaz, and doing all that, all you got to do is click play, and it will do the step for you. So that's pretty handy. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. I don't need that. Alright, so now I'm gonna name this detail. I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna name this clean. So first, add detail. Second, we're gonna add topaz clean. Filter, topaz clean. And I made my own preset. I named it noise 1. And if you want to copy the preset, the setting, strength at 2, and the threshold 0.1, radius 25, and for the edges, the accent 5, radius 1.71, sharpness 0, texture 1, actually 0.19, boost 1.19, size 2. So once you copy all this, again, you go over here, you click save, and I name it noise 1. You can name it anything you want. I'm gonna click cancel since I already have it. I'm gonna click OK. Alright, so I'm gonna bring back the detail, clean, and for the clean, I like to change it to actually keep it at 100. Right, so the steps we did was we add detail, then we add clean. So now we don't need the detail layer no more. Keep the master. So for this one, what I'll do is I'm gonna make a copy, and I'm gonna change this to 40%. As you can see just a little bit. And for this one, I'm gonna rename this smudge clean. So that's clean and smudge. Reason why we name the smudge is I'm gonna go in and smudge it. So select the smudge layer. Go here. Select the smudge tool. Make sure the strength is at 40. And go ahead and zoom in. And go ahead and just I was lagging a little bit. So go ahead and smudge it. Zoom out. Again, if you watch my tutorial, the cartoon effect 2.0, this is basically the same step. And if this is your first time using the smudge tool, a couple pointers. When you're smudging, make sure you go with the curve of the face. So as you see, I'm just going along with it, because if you go the opposite, it'll look distorted like that. So I'm going to click undo. So again, just make sure you go along with the curve of the face. Alright, that looks good. What I'm doing now, I'm going to see if I add another noise layer. So what I'm doing is hold Command, select this, it'll make a selection around it, the same as that. Go up to the noise, hit Command J to make a copy. And I'm going to bring this down to here. Let's change the opacity. Bring it up to about 27%. Alright, that looks good. And since we did all the editing, let's hold Shift, select all three, and you can right click, merge layers. Shortcut will be Command E. Save that. Alright, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do some editing on some dark spots right there. So I'm gonna go here to the patch heal tool. So let's say we want to edit this, select that, drag that there. Same over here, select around it, drag it, sample a different part of the skin. Alright, that looks good. Now the next thing you want to do is go to our stock image and start bringing in the ice frost and start texturing the face. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, let's go to our stock images and let's open up the ice texture. Right click, let's bring it into our main PSD. Let's close this. And let's bring this above the main. So I'm going to collapse all the group. So bring it above the main, but underneath the adjustment. So let's group this. Let's name this face texture. Let's zoom out. Hit Command T. Hold Shift Alt. Bring it in. Say about to right there. So exact percentage would be 38.92 for the width and the height. Let's apply it, hit enter. And let's change the blending mode to soft light. And as you can see a little bit. So to make it more visible, let's change the levels on it. So hit Command L. And let's bring the mid-tone slider to the right. So bring the slider to about 0.44 and the black output to 34. Click OK. That's before, after. So let's go ahead and click on the mask and let's invert the mask. Hit Command I to invert it, and let's select the mask right here and let's go to our brush. What we're going to do now is just brush it in where we want the texture to be shown. Also, there's one more thing I noticed. There's some black, you can see some black pixel on the left of the face, so you want to get rid of that. So let's go down to our main and let's hold Command Select that, it'll make a selection around it. So go to select, modify, contract. Let's contract by 1 pixel. Click OK. And let's invert the selection. So let's go select, inverse. Now we're selecting the outside. So since we modify it, contract it by 1 pixel, what we're going to do is delete 1 pixel from the edge. So I'll go ahead and hit delete, hit Command D. As you can see, now it's gone. Alright, and then there's a couple more things that I forgot to do. So let's double click this, hit inner glow, or actually, you know, just make a copy, and let's group this. So now we have the one in the group and the one right here. So let's go to the one in the group. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing real quick. So let's go to the one to the group, double click that, hit inner glow, and let's change the size to 21. Click OK. See before, after. And the reason why you want to group it is you want to mask out the bottom, because you want the inner glow to affect only the sides and not the top and the bottom. So if you click on mask, select the brush, make sure it's black. So select this, make sure it's black. The easiest way to change these, hit the letter D, it will be black and white. If you hit X, it'll toggle between it. So I'm gonna hit X, make sure it's black, make sure we got the brush, and let's increase the size, and let's go in and mask that out. So the top, let's bring the size up a little bit. So that's before, after. And you know, some people might think, why do we need the folder and the mask? Because if we was to mask just the layer, this layer, oops, let's bring this up. Let's bring it outside the folder. So if you were to mask this, let's say you click on mask and you just mask the top, and see how you try to mask it, but it's still glow right there. So no matter what you do, is in the inner glow is gonna go around what we're masking it. So I'm gonna go ahead, delete that, delete layer mask, bring it back to a folder, enable that. Alright, that looks good. So before, after. So let's rename this master number 2. We're gonna make a copy. So we want to keep this one and this one, and for this one, let's right click, merge layers. So every time like each step that I edit with the main image, and if something I like to merge it. I don't like to keep a lot of layers, so that's why I just keep copies of, you know, the masters. So just in case when I do need to go back, I just go back and to these one, because I have it. Alright, so let's go ahead and start masking in our face texture. So make sure the mask is selected. Again, to toggle between this, hit X, select the brush. Shortcut will be letter B. Bring the size down, and paint that in. So we're going to do the skin, but not the eyes. So that's before, after. Next thing you want to do is let's change the blending mode to normal. What I'm doing is change this. Instead of making it blue, I'm gonna make it black and white. You go image, adjust, hue and saturation. Shortcut will be Command U. Let's bring the saturation all the way down. And change the blending mode back to soft light. Alright, that looks better. Because I'm going to show you before. It has a blue tint. Change it black and white. Now you keep it at blue if you like it more vibrant, but I just like to change the black and white like this. So I'm gonna save it as that. So before, after, looks good. Now next, let's create the ice frost. So we're gonna add that to the hat, the face, and the shirt. So to do that, let's go to our stock images and let's open up the frost. And the way I mask this out is I use the channels. So let's go to channels, and right now I'm just selecting the blue, green. I'm just toggling through these layers to see which one is has the most contrast between the frost and the dark area. So it looks like the red. So let's right click, make a copy, click OK, and let's enable this, disable the red. So we want to edit only this one right here. So to edit that, we're gonna edit the levels. So hit Command L. Now let's bring up the slider for the shadows. Bring it all the way to the right. Say about to right there. That looks good. Because right now we're trying to just keep the icicles or the frost. So we don't want the background or anything like that, or the logo. So to fix that, select the lasso tool. I'm just select around it real quick. Double click, it will close it out. So let's fill it in with black. So I'm gonna toggle, make sure it's black, hit Alt Delete, and fill that in. Command D to deselect. Again, bring up the lasso tool, shortcut letter L. Fill that in with black, Alt Delete, Command D to select. So I'm gonna darken it some more. So I'm gonna bring the mids up, darken that, the highlights up. Alright, that looks better. I'll just get rid of the logo. Double click, Alt Delete, fill it in with black, Command D, deselect. Alright, so that looks good. Now before we go back to our layers, select on RGB, select on layers. Now let's go to select, load selection. Now we're going to load the red copy that we was working on. Click OK. As you can see, it made a selection of all the white. So I'm going to hit Command J to make a copy. I'm going to disable that. Let's create a new layer. Fill that in with black. I'm gonna hit D, so it will default to black and white. Alt Delete, fill that in. Alright. Now I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna bring the saturation all the way down. Again, shortcut will be Command U. Alright, so that looks good. So the first thing we want to work on is the mustache and the eyebrow. So let's go back here, zoom in, select our lasso tool, let's select this, and make sure this layer is selected, this one. Let's copy, Command C, copy, and let's go back to this layer. You can go to the windows and toggle back and forth. Shortcut for me is Control Tab to go back and forth. Alright, so let's paste it, Command V. As you can see, paste the frost on the eyebrow. Let's group this. let's name the this group Frost, and let's name this one Eyebrow. So let's hit Command T, hold Shift and Alt. Let's bring that down. Rotate it, fit about right there. Looks good. Let's make a copy. Command J, Command T, right click, flip horizontal, and we can bring it to this side, rotate it up. Let's zoom in. Alright, to get it to fit perfectly, hit Command T again, and right click, click distort. Let's bring this corner. My computer's kind of lagging. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Hit Command T, right click, click warp, and let's bring that down. Alright, that's better. Alright, looks good. So hit Command J, we'll make a copy, bring this down to the mustache. I'm gonna rotate it. Make a copy, right click, or hit Command T, right click, flip horizontal. Rotate that up. Save that. So I'm just rename this eyebrow and stash. For after, duplicate this, rotate it. I'm gonna put some on my chin. Duplicate that. Command T, right click, flip horizontal. Alright, looks good. It's almost like both of this. So on the chin, Command T. Let's bring it down to about right there. Alright. That looks good. So we got the frost and we got the eyebrow stash. Now let's bring in for the frost for the hat and the shirt. So let's go back here. I'm gonna hit Command D to select the lasso tool, make a selection around here, hit copy, go back here, Command V, so Command G, so group it, let's name this hat, hit Command T, hold Shift and Alt, I'm gonna scale that. Rotate it. Alright, that looks good. Let's change the blending mode to soft light. Make another copy. Make 3 copy. Alright, that looks good. Let's go back here. Now we're going to copy the top of the beanie. Select the lasso tool. Hit copy. Let's go back here. Command V. Command T. Hold Shift, Alt. Bring that in. So about right there. Alright. That looks good. I'm gonna save it. Alright, it's lagging a little bit. So let's create a new group. Let's name the shirt. Hit Command V. Since we already got the beanie selected, so for this one be for the shirt. Hit Command T. Bring that down. Say about to right there. Hit Command J, Command T, right click, flip horizontal. Just rotate it so it won't look the same. Let's erase that. Select the eraser tool. And make sure it's like the size is small. Just go in. Erase that. Let's make a copy. Hit Command T. Oops. Command T. Hit Enter. Just fill in the blank spot right there. I'll make a copy, bring it over here. So that's before, after. Now let's select the whole thing, merge it, change the blending mode to soft light, make 2 copies. So before, after. Alright. Now next thing you want to do is let's put some frost on the shoulder. So I'm gonna use this one again. Select the lasso tool. Actually, we just want this. We don't want the face. Copy that. Let's go back here. Let's paste that. Hit Command T. Bring that in. And let's erase all this right here. So let's make a copy. Hit Command T. Right click. Flip horizontal. Hit Command T again and stretch that out. So for those two, let's hold Shift, merge it, Command E, change the blending mode to soft light, make 2 copies. Alright, that looks good. Alright, let's see what happened up here on the hat. Alright, bring that back down. Alright, that's better. Alright, so next thing you want to do is go down to the main, hold Command, and make a selection. So go up to the frost group and select the mask. So that way the frost is only affecting the clothes, the face, and the hat, and not the background. Alright, so before we go ahead, the shadow's kind of dark, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just go ahead and make a copy of this layer right here in our adjustment. So I'm gonna hit Command J. So as you see, before, after. So just bring out the shadows more, make it more lighter. That's the way I like it. If you like it more darker, more contrast like this, just keep 1. For me, I'm just do 2. Now I'm gonna save this. Now next thing you want to do is go ahead and go to our stock images, and let's open up the eyes. Let's zoom in. Now you can use the pen tool or the lasso tool. I'm gonna use the lasso tool since it's quicker. And we just made a quick selection around the eyes. Hold Command C to copy. Let's go back here. Let's go to our main. Create a new group. Name that eyes. And let's paste that in. And hit Command T. So hold Shift, Alt, bring that down. We'll zoom in. Alright, let's see. So we just want the edges to be a little bit softer. So I'm going to use the smudge tool. Change the strength to 10. So just do just a little bit around it. Alright, looks good. Now hit Command J, hit Command T, right click, flip horizontal. Bring it over here. Hit Command T again. Shrink it just a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to go to the smudge tool. Just soften it. Alright, looks good. So before, after. So let's take a look at everything. Alright, that looks good. So that's pretty much it. That's how you create the ice photo manipulation. If you have any question, just leave it below the video. And if you have any suggestion for next week tutorial, you can leave it in the comment. And once again, thanks for watching.